So now that we have these functions here, they don't really do anything. Okay, so first things first is what we're going to do is we're going to add in a function called game over logic. Now we're not going to set this up right now. We're going to set that up in a different tutorial, but we'll also set up another function called reset the game. And the reason why we're doing this now is because we are setting up the logic. And a lot of times when you make your games, you set up these functions to only complete later. So what a lot of people do is they kind of add in a little to do here, and that way when you push find and to do, you can find all the things that you need to do. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. So let's start with the player leader collision, and this is going to be very simple. We're just going to call game over logic. All right, player collectible, we'll deal with that here, but if we select one of the blocks here, all we have to do is type in game over logic. Okay, and that way we add in the game over logic once, and we don't have to type out a bunch of code. So that works out pretty good here. All right, so let's do the collectible here, because this is how indeed we score points. So we're going to say if contact a dot name is double equal to, okay, and we're going to say that this is player name. Okay, so if the contact name is double equal to the player name, what we're going to do is we're going to say score is equal to score plus 1, and we're going to go to the bottom here and add in a function called update score, and we're going to say lbl score dot text is equal to score. Yeah, we'll call this update score, and we'll also say if contact b is double equal to player name. So we're checking to see whether the contact A or the contact B is equal to the player name. That's all we really need. We're going to say score is equal to score plus 1, and then we're going to update the score. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to say if contact A dot name is equal to collectible name, then we're going to say contact a dot remove from parent. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Okay, and then we're going to copy and paste this here, and we're just going to change contact A with contact B. So remember, either the collectible collides with the player or the player collides with the collectible. That's why we need all those if statements in there. And so that's essentially what that is that the player is going to drop or is going to add to score when we collect the collectibles here. So we're getting closer to finishing this game. Let's go to the game over logic, and we will take a look at this here. So first things first is we're going to set is game over is equal to true. And remember, we do need that game state variable because a lot of our spawning deals with that. Okay, we're going to go to self dot enumerate child with no names, and we're going to say block avoid one name, and we're going to add in a curly bracket and a closing curly bracket, and in here we're going to type node comma stop in. Okay, node comma stop in, and then we're going to say if let sprite is equal to node as sk sprite node, then we're going to say sprite dot remove from parent. So what this is that this is going to destroy all the blocks. Now I'm going to copy and paste that, and we're going to say this is block avoid 0 name or 2 name. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with the collectible, or we'll just say collectible name. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say lbl main dot text is equal to game over. Then we'll reset the game. And let's go ahead and let's reset the game. So let wait is equal to skaction.wait for duration. And, we'll say 4 seconds. That's pretty good. We're going to say let the game scene is equal to game scene. And it's going to be self.size. And then we're going to say the game scene dot scale mode is equal to SKScene scale mode dot aspect fill. We're going to say let the transition is equal to skaction dot transition, or skaction or skTransition actually dot, and we can do something like cross fade with duration, or there's a bunch of doors. We'll go doorway with duration, and we'll make it 0.4. Make it pretty quick. Then we're going to say let change scene is equal to skaction dot run block, and that block is going to be self.scene.view.present scene, and we're going to present the game scene and the transition. So this is going to present the scene and it loads the scene here. We need to add this in a sequence, so let sequence is equal to skaction.sequence, and the sequence is going to be wait, then change scene. Then we're going to be self.runAction, and we're going to say skaction.repeatAction, and we're going to say repeat the action of sequence a total of 1 time. Okay, and let's go, and that pretty much works out the way we want it to, but we need to hop up all the way to the top. And this one's a big one, I know, but we'll go up to the top here and we'll say function reset game variables on start, and we will reset. There's a bunch of variables we need to reset here. We'll set is in touch is equal to true, and we'll set is game over is equal to false, and also the score is equal to 0. Now the other thing you need to do is you need to call this reset game variables on start. Okay, this includes a tutorial.